Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our second match. It is a girls 18 and under, and we got two good ones here. We have the number 1 seed, Micaela Meneses, 18 years old, coming from Santa Cruz, Bolivia, taking on Daniela Rico from Chihuahua, Mexico. She's also 18. Dean Bear joining me is Gary Mazarov. Gary, what do you think of this matchup here?
I would say it favors Meneses, but we've seen Daniela play over the previous week. She has few unforced errors, nothing elaborate, but she gets the job done.
Set up here for Rico, and Micaela is there. Meneses, very colorful spins, forehands. Didn't get it down the line enough. This is going to the glass. A nice pinch into the corner. I was going to say, I don't see Mexico on the back of Daniela's shirt, but it's a white shirt with gold lettering. It's very hard to see. And we're at 2-0. Mexico is in the lead.
Make that 2-1.
No, 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah. Mexico's in the lead.
Oh, Mexico's in the lead.
Yeah, 3-0.
I stand corrected.
Pablo, you have to charge that. Pablo, acá.
4-0. Great start for Team Mexico and Daniela. We're here live streaming from Guatemala, capital city, Guatemala City. Beautiful. Been here better part of 2 weeks.
Long time, Gary.
Love every minute. The penultimate day here. 5-0 in favor of Rico. Gary and Dean, Pablo. Side out. I want to thank the local organizing committee under the tutelage of Dr. Estuardo Ware, International Racquetball Federation under the tutelage of Osvaldo Maggi, Secretary General of the IRF, Luc St. Ange. We wish him well back home, recuperating in Colorado Springs. Safety holdup, will it be unavoidable? The answer is yes. 2 lines persons here. Head ref, Maria Paz Munoz from Ecuador. Pacho Gomez on the right from Colombia, and Ramon de Leon on the left from República Dominicana.
5-1, 1-5. Mika on the board. High lob to the forehand, staying against that glass. Comes up short, but a setup off the back wall and an excellent pass down the line. Sometimes I've been watching Mika a lot lately. She's been, we were in Arizona with the LPRT and the IRT was there, but Daniela was also there playing. Sometimes I feel like Mika tries to do too much, and sometimes the game gets away from her. In matches she should win, and that's a point. Ace. Meneses, Santa Cruz, Bolivia. She's coached by a whole bunch of juniors over there. Other juniors.
Other juniors.
And Daniela has Nancy Enriquez in her corner here. And that's 2 aces in a row. I like the fact that she got an ace and then she went back to the same serve. So many players go to the opposite side of the court. Now she'll go to the opposite side because Daniela's thinking number 3's coming. See? Gary, I'm going to ask you a question because I said before I thought Daniela didn't have a shirt with the word Mexico on the back. She does. It's very faint. Is there a rule that says that the country must be more clear or visible to not only the fans but the referees as well?
The answer is yes, and I'm going to check with the tournament desk on that.
Okay. I saw a lot of Mexico players with those gold, letters, and it's difficult. It could be difficult for the. Let's take a look. Gary went to the desk. Just could be difficult for the referee to see. So, Gary, your thoughts?
From here, it appears that the mark is not apparent. It is from the back of the court, so.
That's the ruling.
Yes.
So if Bolivia did appeal, oh, what a nice wide-angle pass, but roll out off the side wall. If Bolivia appealed, they wouldn't win that appeal. That would be something that the tournament desk would approve.
That's correct.
Interesting. There you have it, bringing you all the rules from the famous Gary Mazurov. What a fantastic serve to the backhand and a setup off the back wall and a winner. So Mika heating up, Gary. Now she's got a lead, first time in the game.
Started slowly, and now playing her game. Comes right again, Dean. Great serve.
Yeah, she's got Daniela really trying to guess. She's serving well. Gary, I'm very impressed with the knowledge that you have of the rules, to be honest. There's a reason, you're here in the IRF for rules interpretation. So very impressive, Gary. Hats off to you.
Hats off. Thank you, buddy. It's great to be here with you guys, Dean and Pablo, and camera shy today is Alexis. But I'll tell you, it's great to have her.
She's on the late shift.
Okay. She'll be here tonight for the telecast. This is the second to last, the penultimate day of this 2-week event. This is the juniors. They merged for 3 days. This past Monday, we're on Friday here, midday in Guatemala City. Previous Monday was the last day of the World Championships, the 20th edition. That was a great event, Dean. Kudos to Team USA for winning the overall and the men's. Kudos to Mexico for winning the women's.
Absolutely. Congratulations to all of them. Tell you this, Gary, this, as we're seeing here, Bolivia is prevalent in all age categories, and so is Mexico. We just saw Bolivia lose to Mexico on the men's side. The boys 18 finals, Mexico versus Mexico. So from a medal count, it's going to be pretty good. And this is a back and forth. Daniela was up 5-1, and now she's down 8-5. So Bolivia charging back is Micaela Meneses, and it's all off the drive serve.
Empty timeout for Mexico there.
Oh, and she skipped that in. You know what? Micaela put a lot of pressure on her. She crossed her, but then crossed back.
Have to take advantage of those openings. Meanwhile, Meneses has a 9-5 lead. As you said, was down 1-5 in this game. Maria Paz Munoz, our head ref. Pacho Gomez and Ramon De Leon as our linespersons. Comes right side, set up.
Good ceiling ball off the back wall. That's an excellent shot. Just left that pinch up way too high. She does this very well off the back glass to be a very defensive shot. And she makes Mika shoot, and she comes up empty. Micaela is a little bit nervous out there. You can kind of see it, and it could be, again, we talked about it before, Gary. It could be the fact that there's no real clear-cut coach for her. She needs one.
She has it now. Tapia, Juan Carlos Tapia Jr., he just showed up. Okay. Pinch left up, winner backhand, Meneses, 9-5, game 1. We're here at the Centro Deportiva, beautiful sporting park. 3 venues next to each other, velodrome, squash, and this beautiful 10-court racquetball arena. So thankful for the Guatemalan government, association for providing us with this opportunity. And Dean and Pablo, it looks like we're going to be here next year for this event.
That'll be great. We know the lay of the land, that's for sure. We know where to go. All the restaurants, fantastic.
We'll talk about that. Want people to know where to go when they come here. Shopping, eating, historic sites. Side out. Right side, puts her arm up. Could be appealed after this. There's an appeal on the floor.
Well, you know what? She held up instantly, and you know her coach probably was telling her, agreed, call stands.
So -1 of 3 appeals for the
But at least she tried for the appeal, Gary.
Indeed.
So a 9-0 run here for Micaela Meneses. Oh, just hung up on the glass. I think she swung a little bit too early. Mexico gonna make a timeout. No, stays here. So now it's 11-5 on our IRF scoreboard. I want to say thank you to Planeta Racquetball for supporting the broadcast, as well as Court Wars presented by Williams Accounting. Set up. Oh, that was a push. Both players loose here, Gary. Micaela resets. Down the line, winner.
Another timeout, so she's used both of hers. We'll keep it here. We'll keep it here, Dean, Pablo.
Yep.
So this is the 32nd edition of the Juniors. It's an annual event. As we mentioned earlier, it started in Miami as part of the Orange Bowl back in the late 80s.
The juniors were.
Correct.
You were there.
No, I wasn't.
I was going to say, I don't think you're that old. Well, you were there as a junior. Which one?
Well, I wasn't that old emotionally. I was that old according to the calendar. No, I've been to many juniors, but I wasn't at the original few in Miami and then Orlando. Then it moved to California, Fountain Valley in Orange County at the Los Caballeros Club, Los Angeles twice at the old Spectrum Club in the Valley area of Los Angeles. It's been to Minneapolis.
Yeah,
it's been to Phoenix.
The last time it was in the USA was Minneapolis as a last minute, because it was supposed to be here, I think, and last minute it was moved to Minneapolis. Prior to that time, when was it in the U.S.? That was, I think, 2017. Do you recall?
It had been 2012 in Los Angeles, 2012 in L.A. And previous to that, it had been in Los Angeles once and Phoenix a couple times. Tempe, actually. So they're going to...
Adriana in the chat box says, what about having a tournament in Detroit? You were talking about an IRF tournament? You're talking about a pro tournament? Anything's possible. Short serve.
Okay. Our producer and compatriot has a question for us.
When was the last adult Worlds in the U.S. as Daniela skipped in .13?
1996 in Phoenix.
Pablo
Pablo played.
there. I think he lost. Look at that serve.
I was there. I was doing some announcing and doing some coaching for the United Nations of Racquetball. We had 33 countries that year, Dean. 33.
We need that again.
We do.
I want to recognize as she's got game point. And look at that flat rollout from Daniela Rico. I want to point out Antonio Rojas, Tato from the United States, world-class junior in his own right. He thinks down to commitment and possibly coaching.
Good point. Good point. Speaking of point, Rico scored point number 6. Meneses played as part of the world champion team of Team Bolivia earlier in this event as well. So she has game point number 2.
And she was on the team. The team came, I think, in 3rd or 4th place. I know they were on the podium and they were on the left. I mean, no, they were on the right, so that was 3rd or 4th. Along with Argentina. Game 1 in the books. Micaela takes it. So, Gary, very interesting. Daniela, 5-1 lead. Okay, 5-1. And then a 14-1 run for Micaela Meneses.
Well, we said that Meneses is the favorite. She's the top seed. Rico's going to have to play at the peak of her game to compete. And Meneses was a little nervous, as you said.
She just looked a little tight early in the match.
Correct.
And that went away?
Certainly did. 15-6. We'll be back to the IRF, folks. Stay tuned.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop their whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Álvaro Beltrán. Get your M40 so you can play like me.
Welcome back, folks. Gary, Dean, and Pablo. We're here at the show court here in Guatemala City. Micaela Meneses from Bolivia. Santa Cruz de la Sierra, the host city for the Pan Am Championships in April, serving against Daniela Rico from Mexico. Daniela, Dean, I watched Enriquez and Perea, the team coaches for Mexico speak with Daniela. Whatever they told her, she was nodding in agreement. Let's see if it works.
Yeah, well, Micaela was serving well. And there's a nice pinch kill shot with the backhand. She was serving well, Micaela. You know, she started out with a drive serve to the forehand here, and it just was a hair short.
And she started going right as Daniela did that time. And she caught the Mexican young lady off guard a few times.
Serve to the forehand coming up, Gary. No, a high lob.
1 out of 2.
Good pickup off there. She picks a lot of balls up off the back wall. Wrong shot selection there from Micaela.
Agreed.
Micaela had her. Both players were kind of up by the service line, Gary. A wide angle pass, automatic winner. Could be 3 feet high.
Absolutely, and that was an easy shot for you and I out here.
And I don't miss one from out here after the fact.
Once again, folks, to review the officiating staff here. Maria Paz Munoz, Ecuador, head official. De Leon from Dominican Republic on the left as a linesperson. Gomez on the right from Colombia.
Wow. She stepped in and drove that across court with precision. It was a fantastic kill shot. No chance for Daniela to get that one. Now we're seeing two quick side outs, but again, remember, game one, Daniela's up 1-0, so our scoreboard needs to be corrected. It's 1-0 Mexico.
1-0 Mexico. Thank you.
We'll get on that. Ooh, nice pickup. Setup, spins, forehands. Good reset for Micaela Meneses. And a nice backhand push kill cross court.
Meneses, one of the many young, talented Bolivian players, female or male. Great serve. Okay, so the ball was called down. She'll appeal. If it were not down, it would be a rally-ending shot. There's an appeal. 3 usable appeals each game. If either linesperson agrees with the ref,
Both?
it's a used appeal.
Both agreed, Gary?
At
was it
least
one?
at least one.
Yeah, I saw the one on the left.
That's a point.
So it's 1-1. Remember, Daniela took a 5-1 lead in game one before the surge came from Bolivia. And there's an ace. That ball was coming flying off the back wall, Gary, but it just stayed in the corner and against the wall. And Daniela just misread it. What Micaela can't do is serve hard with the drive and have the ball constantly coming off the back wall. Daniela's going to adjust. She's going to end up starting to kill that ball. So it must be kind of contact point where Micaela's contacting the ball just a little bit too high.
Yes. Goes to the ceiling. No go around the wall. The winner.
Yeah, she did that in game two. In game one, same return and the same exact shot from Micaela, which is an open stance kill shot down the line. That's difficult too.
Let's see if she's more aggressive with the return of serve. 3-1 game two, favor of Bolivia.
It's a great serve and a good pickup.
She got away with that. That was
Wow,
a great
she left it
serve,
up.
Dean. Great serve. She kept the ball in play, and fortunately, she got another opportunity and put it away.
1-3. What a nice down the line shot there.
Fortunate for Daniela. I mean, that was a
Was it
great
a replay?
pass.
She was
She held up, and Maria Paz awarded it. First serve, reverse. She got to put that one away. Tom Travers School, folks.
Good pickup.
Not the shot.
Nice little backhand pinch.
You talked about open stances. Daniela was an open stance, but she could have jump shifted and turned more to the side wall and driven that ball down the right side.
Yeah, and she would have also, by turning, she would have kind of blocked her opponent from seeing the contact of the ball.
Excellent point. Excellent point.
All these little things, these juniors will get much better at as they get older, Gary. That's for sure.
Yeah, the nuances of the game. Nuances. Lazy return. Point for Bolivia. Mexico, I should. Bolivia.
Four 4-1 now. 4 serving
1. 4-1. Bolivia serving.
There's a different return to serve there where she went around the world to the backhand. Micaela's giving her the same thing, set up off the back wall. Another good pickup. Spins, forehand, cross court, spins, forehand again. Oh, she left it up. Another good pickup. Another lot of setups here, Gary. Micaela finally kills it. No return for Daniela. So Daniela was up 1-0. Now she's down 5-1. We might see a timeout from the Mexican camp.
So, folks, we had an inquiry from a couple people regarding any new rules changes coming up. Check the International Racquetball website. We can't confirm any of them, but there may be some wholesale changes coming up in the next year or two. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back to the IRF.
The Colorado Springs Sports Corp brings top-flight events to Olympic City, USA. Each summer, more than 10,000 competitors gather to compete in the Rocky Mountain State Games. Spectators and competitors from around the world witness the prestigious Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. And the annual Labor Day liftoff blends the scenic beauty of Colorado Springs with an awe-inspiring collection of hot air balloons, music, and fun. To learn more, visit coloradospringssports.org.
We're back, folks. Gary with Dean and Pablo. Micaela, Meneses, Santa Cruz de la Sierra in Bolivia serving to Daniela, Rico, Mexico.
That's 6-1 on our scoreboard. And she misses one. Good timeout from Mexico.
So, Dean, what's she going to have to do here to get back in this match?
Yeah, she needs to serve well. And the point is she's going to lob serve because I think that's what the coaches wanted. Micaela's return to serve on her drive was too good, but Micaela's attacking the ball.
Oh,
and there,
my.
She got away with one. It was nice, but a good rally right there.
Yeah, you talked about earlier, Micaela's skill set. She's able to take that ball early, which is a very difficult skill.
She just barely got a racket on that, Daniela. Nice.
Her return to serve, she didn't try to do too much. She got the racket in position, snapped an overhead cross court, forced the weak return. This is not a player timeout. This is an official timeout to get the floor back into shape. Thank you so much to all of our workers, and overtime for De Leon, who mopped the floor. He's also a linesperson on the left side. 6-1 game 2. The winner plays in the final tomorrow.
Good serve, but it was a short serve. When I said good, I wasn't meaning not in play. It just, I knew it wasn't going to bounce twice by the back wall. That's what I don't want to see Micaela pushing that ball, because Daniela's going to shoot it. You see, she's fully extended there. Just skip that one in. Point number 7. You know, it's the opposite of the boy match. The boy match in game 2, Mexico was on cruise control, and here we're seeing the Bolivian cruising.
Yes. Even when Meneses doesn't put the ball away, a lot of forcing shots, creating errors by the Mexican. Fortunately, that time she ended the rally.
But what I didn't understand is the shot selection Micaela took. She went cross court with Daniela behind her. An easy little pinch. Again, sometimes just overthinking it.
Yeah, we talked about this last week with Mercado from Colombia. Sometimes you get so ingrained in a specific shot that you can't come out of that. Case in point, his left side pinches.
Both of these players took out, I think, sisters from Guatemala, the Salvateras, Anna and Yasmin. Micaela took out Yasmin, and Daniela took out Anna, and that's how they got here. The other side of the draw is Martinez from Mexico, as well as Katz from Argentina.
The lone Argentinian junior here, Martina Katz. Ball live, put away.
Yeah, I thought it was a 2-bounce get. Clearly, Micaela thinks she got it. Play on, kill shot. By Daniela, 2-7.
Different serve here. Drive Z.
Got to do something different. And she's getting the weak return. Set up. Got to put it away. Down the line.
She had 2 opportunities, but a little bit late with that racket snap and threw the ball. Got the combination sidewall, front wall, and set Micaela up for a winner. No change in score, 7-2, Bolivia ahead. Happy to be with you here in Guatemala City. This is the second stream match today. Last matches are set for 5 p.m. Central Standard Time in the U.S.
That's 8-2. We're going to 5 p.m. today?
Last matches are at 5.
Okay. Started at 9. Do the math. It's a lot of matches. Alexis, you better get here. Oh, we started at 10.
Well, we started at 9 Albuquerque time, Mountain Standard Time. So you're not wrong, Dean. Yes. And Alaskan time 7 and Hawaiian time. I mean, you do the math, Dean. We're putting that in your hands.
I'm already tired of that. Yeah. So set up coming. Nope. Shoots it down the line. Daniela's there. But another big setup at the service line. She's not killing the ball, but she's putting it far away from Daniela. Set up off the back wall. Another good pickup.
So
cross court.
It's like batting practice in baseball. Daniela, the 5th time she hit the home run. Just keeping the pressure on the Mexican. Deliberation by Rico.
Just trying to ice the kicker, so to say, right?
Yes, sir.
Short serve. Left it up. Pinch kill. Daniela Rico from Chihuahua, Mexico. 18 years old here. the Junior World Racquetball Championships for the IRF. This is where coaching staff comes in, Gary. Just Mexico in a hole. They're on about 4 or 5 courts right now.
Yeah, she came at the drive Z the previous inning. This time right down the right side with the lob.
Skipped in. She was there in the rally. That's the important part. Those are the takeaways that the coaching staff has to give her when she comes out on the timeout. Listen, you're in the rally. You're there. Let's take the next step.
Opportunity set. She got what she wanted. She got this side of a plum to put it away. She put it into the floor. Screen called. Unfortunate for Mexico. What are you gonna appeal? Once the referee makes a call.
Was that second serve?
I'm not sure, but play was stopped. You stop play. We'll find out later what happened there, Dean. That was a surprise. Once play is stopped, play is stopped.
It's 2-9. Daniela really behind the 8 ball here. Set up. Gonna get another one with the backhand. Good get. It's going to be a replay. Oh, she hit that ball well after play was stopped, Gary. The rule call on something like that would be probably a warning at first.
Depends on the severity. She
was quite close to Micaela.
Probably no less than a warning.
Here comes the setup for Daniela with the backhand. And a nice diving kill shot by Micaela Meneses. Look at this diving kill shot here. Here's the setup, and this is a great shot. She pinches, but it's just up a little too much. And if you saw, Daniela was leaning towards the glass wall, maybe down the line. Yeah, let's look at it again, Gary. Watch Daniela as the players are getting ready to go. But watch Daniela. This is a great shot, but watch where she goes. She almost goes that way first instead of forward. Back to the action on center court. Short is the call. So a lot of players do that, Gary. They step to the side first and then forward second.
False step.
Correct. Now Daniela is going to give the setup for Micaela. Into the glass. And Daniela skipped it in. Double digits for Micaela Meneses.
She won game 1 15-6. In control here with an 8-point lead, 10-2. Ball live. Meneses.
She hit it right back to her. Oh, nice pickup. Girls hitting the side wall. Missed opportunity, both ladies. Micaela comes out on top. Timeout, Mexico. They'll take a break. We will too. We'll be back on the International Racquetball Federation.
Who passes the flag to William Bell from
We're back, Gary, with Dean and Pablo. So, previous point, we made the comment that once the referee calls anything, short, screen, play stops. So what happened was there was no call by Maria Paz Munoz. There was an appeal, and then it was a replay. It was a point, excuse me. Yeah. Mexico played out the point. There was no call. Meneses thought it was a screen. The players agreed with the no call.
Got to keep playing, Gary.
Indeed.
Rule number 1. Skipped in.
So Dean,
Wow, that was an ace of a bullet. 13-2, Meneses cruising.
Rico has used both of her timeouts for this game. She finds herself down 13-2.
Short broken ball on a drive serve.
Like to recognize Gearbox, the official racquetball of the International Racquetball Federation, the black. Not many have broken over these 2 weeks, Dean. Thank you for your input, gentlemen. Here we go, 13-2. Second serve, that was short. 2 serves in IRF play. High Z lob, great serve. Good return.
Good get. Another one. Down Broadway, Daniela straight into the ground. That ball ran away from her there.
It did. Just too much firepower on behalf of Meneses. And what happens is when Rico gets an opening, she tries to do too much with it. Now we have match point number 1, 14-2.
It's a good serve. Skipped ceiling ball. Match over. Mexico wins the first one. Bolivia wins this one. Gary, guess what's up next? Mexico,
Bolivia, Mexico. Bolivia, Mexico.
Boys, I think it's 16's Christian Sanchez taking on Ezequiel Sabata. But we'll take a break. We'll be back with Micaela Meneses right here on the International Racquetball Federation.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try it hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Alvaro Beltran. Get your M40 so you can play like me.